So now I'm going to read the next report from issue 824 of Debka Weekly. And the title of this particular report is Putin's Broken Pledge. Iran and Hezbollah plant secret new militia on Syria's border with Israel and Jordan. In a desolate corner of southern Syria called Lejat, Iranian Al-Quds brigades and Hezbollah instructors have been busy for 4 months secretly whipping into shape a new militia of 4,000 to 5,000 fighting men for consignment to the Israeli and Jordanian borders. This is disclosed by Debka Weekly's military and counterterrorism sources. For the project, fathered by Al-Quds chief Major General Qassem Soleimani, Tehran established a big training camp in Lajat, the largest lava field in southern Syria. It spans some 900 square kilometers, about 50 kilometers southeast of Damascus, and rises 600 to 700 meters above sea level. Its tallest volcano is 1,159 meters high. Lajat was chosen because it is empty of people and out of sight of human activity, while also adjoining Israel in the west and the foothills of Jabal Druze bordering Jordan to the south. The clandestine training facility has accommodation of 500 people, military instructors, and recruits. They are enlisted in local towns and villages and transferred to Lajat after screening and medical checkups. The camp has shooting ranges for automatic weapons, heavy machine guns, heavy mortars, and anti-tank and anti-air rockets. After a 3-month course, graduates are issued with Syrian military uniforms and transferred to one of 3 Syrian army bases, the 7th Infantry Division in Isra and the 5th Mechanized Division headquartered in A10 Kiswa base south of Damascus, or the 7th Mechanized Division based in Katana west of Damascus. Each base houses an Al-Quds Brigades commander center to which Hezbollah officers are attached. These centers manage the trainees' assignments. Around 2,000 have graduated so far. Their first duties are to patrol themselves opposite Israel's Golan border and the northern frontier of Jordan, familiarizing themselves with the terrain of their coming assignments and conduct reconnaissance over these borders. The Revolutionary Guard Corps gives each trainee a generous monthly wage of $250, $100 more than the earnings of members of the pro-Iranian militias operating in Syria and Iraq. Debka Weekly reveals the 3 differences which account for this bonus. Number 1, the recruits are all Sunni Muslim, whereas all the Iranian recruits and militiamen in Syria are Shiites. They are not asked to convert their religion, since Tehran wants to use them as models for its campaign to bring Shiites and Sunnis together to fight for Islam. Number 2, they all come with military training, having been picked by Soleimani's headhunters from among Syrians who served in former rebel militias that were trained and deployed by the U.S., Israel, and Jordan. Number 3, they were all drawn from Sunni families who are native to southern Syria. It is therefore presumed that Iran and Hezbollah have pressed the whole Sunni Syrian families and clans into loyal service in Syria's southern borderlands. They are drawn to play ball by the promise of a livelihood for their sons. Damascus, Tehran, and Hezbollah view the graduates of the Lajat project as the future force for manning Syria's forward lines against the Israeli army on the Golan and the Jordanian army's border guard forces. Our source note that this project is a total betrayal of Russian President Vladimir Putin's pledges to President Trump and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Putin has asked the U.S. and Israel not to hinder the Russian-Syrian drive in April and May to capture southern Syria from Syrian rebel forces. In return, he offered his personal guarantee to keep Iranian and Hezbollah forces out of border areas and post Russian military police to monitor their demilitarization. That guarantee has gone by the board. So I think that is about it. And I think between those two articles, this one and the previous one that I posted, um, we shall see after November the 11th, which is tomorrow. We shall see after tomorrow just what is about to happen. It looks like we don't have very long. And I would suggest that everybody should, instead of watching events in the United States, this election fiasco is just one more thing to keep your eyes off of the Middle East. Do not be fooled. Do not be baited. Keep your eyes on the Middle East.